And ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmire is here to break it all down for us. So, Brian, the judge says Not Like Us wasn't defamatory because in the context of a rap battle, reasonable people know the accusations they're making against each other aren't fact. So does that mean you can say anything about a rival in a rap battle?
So I wouldn't say you could say anything about a person in a rap battle, but I will say that the judge looked at this from a holistic context of not only the fact that this is opinion and not fact, the context not just of the single song Not Like Us, but of all the songs in these diss tracks, and maybe even going a little bit into the history of how diss tracks operate, as you saw Mike Muse opining just a few moments ago. But he looked at it and said, there's no reasonable person who's going to listen to this and look at this and say, you know what, I think that Drake is, in fact, a certified pedophile, understanding that we know he has no criminal record or no allegations that have gone through the court system with that. And so I think the judge said this is opinion, not fact, and therefore not protected on the First Amendment and not defamatory.
The judge also threw out the New York State business claim, questioning Drake's sources of info there. What do you make of that ruling?
Yeah, so don't forget, this is about a motion to dismiss. It's about the level of information that a judge is reviewing to see whether or not this case should go before a jury. And the judge looked at this and said, for the most part, you're making this deceptive business claim that UMG is harming your bottom line by promoting Kendrick Lamar's song and his music overall with the use of tweets and kind of insider information that has no real basis or no real grounded, reliable source. And the judge basically said, this isn't good enough for me to believe that this case should move forward.
Now Drake says he plans to appeal. How strong do you think that appeal will be?
So unfortunately, I don't think it's all that strong, but we do know that in the next 30 days, we'll see a one-page request to appeal this case to the Second Circuit in New York State. That's based on their stance that they will appeal. There's not going to be any facts in that document, but we will see arguments more likely than not that the judge overstepped their legal ability to say that this was or was not opinion or was not fact. We'll see different arguments and different interpretations, and we'll see what the Second Circuit does.
All right, Brian Buckmire, thank you.